Welcome in once again to the Yugioh Fresh Off the Press community, where we analyze the current pulse, trends, and forecast of the Yu-Gi-Oh markets. We're here to feed the endless eternal Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard market watch addiction, guys. You guys already know. Welcome in. The channel continues to grow. Man, I can smell the giveaway at 2.5k. That's literally just around the corner. Make sure you guys destroy that subscribe button, guys, and ring that bell. What I just noticed, guys, if you have your phone, you're probably watching your videos like this. It makes sense, right? You want to watch your videos, you know, so you can see the entire screen like this horizontally, right? But if you want to subscribe, you need to turn it vertically, and then you should see a subscribe button. Make sure you destroy that button and the like button as well, as it really does help out the channel. Why? It gets us closer to the 2.5k, and then three of you guys will be able to win a 2023 or the 25th anniversary megatin. That's it, man. That's all you have to do. Make sure you subscribe. Don't miss out on the giveaway, and then we have that 4th additional tin for the members exclusive giveaway as well. So stay tuned. That's all good and well, but Jay, show me the cards. Whoa. Show me the fresh off the flashback. Man, this guy, we put him on the channel a lot. He seems like he knows what he's talking about. Let's see. But I would be getting at least my place out of this, maybe a dissipator to have access to it. But everything else here, I mean, these are cheap, no one uses it, but you know, the main engine parts, I wouldn't be holding these bags, bro. Like, I wouldn't have been holding this. Like, man, let's check it out. Look, this fader, again, you see that bump? Yo, it used to be a 9 to 10, the single digi card. Wow. And now it's a $17 card with a couple of deals. Quickly goes up to 18, 19s, and eventually 20s, only 3 pages, under 30 listings. Guys, this is where it's at. This is where the value shall remain for the Bistio engine, as the other cards get either hit on the ban list or reprinted. And guys, this is where the value will remain. As we can see, guys, we have a parabolic move on this card. Bistio Dissipator from Cyberstorm Axis Sayak. We've been talking about this card since it was 10 billies. We identified that this card will most likely and hasn't yet get a reprint, so it'll remain as a single print as Photon Hypernova, Cyberstorm Axis. All of these core sets will get most likely reprinted in the next year, in the following year, in 2024. So identifying that dude that was speaking just said, guys, the value from the Bistio packager engine will most likely be transferred over to this card. Now, the ban list came, and you know, only Magnum got hit to 1, but it affects the engine. You know how consistent it is with search with Magnum and things of that nature for your other Bistio pieces. So, but look, this Spader, let's see, that's what, 8, is it 10? Man, I'm bad at counting those stars. Yeah, it's 10. So it's a generic level 10 synchro monster. Broken effect, guys, broken. So we just saw it coming. You know, shout out to Renzu Designs, I think it is, from the Discord, man, in the comment section. I haven't seen him, you know, around for a minute. But again, guys, he had like binders full of this card at 10s, so he deserves his profits and gains. And this card, wow, you see 32s here, but quickly goes up to 34s, 3 pages only, 23 listings, just spiking into oblivion, going parabolic. Just look at the chart. Insanity in the markets with this card. And wow, man, it's crazy to see it pan out. So, you know, I decided, let's check Cyberstorm Axis. Is there anything else popping off? Things of that nature. As you guys, we've talked about this card for a while now. You do see it still remain 14, 15s. We just talked about this card the other day, but it's also in Cyberstorm Axis. Then we have Guiding Quem the Virtuous. Same deal from the same set. Used to be 20, 22s the other day. Boom, spiking up in the last 3 months. We've just made a new all-time high of 26 billies. So that's up 5-6 shekels. That's not bad. You know, you have all these sellers here, but it quickly, you know, 98%, things of that nature, but it quickly goes to 28s and eventually 30s. 4 pages only, 40 listings. As you can see, the demand coming in for this card, guys. Don't sleep on this card. It's single print, hard to get. It does have the Starlight rare, but when I say single print, it's single print, readily available, easier to get, where the Starlights are obviously high up there in price. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy to see this card spiking hard up as well, almost hitting 30s right now, around 28s. It's just, wow, mind-boggling. Another one from Sayak. We just talked about Chaos Angel the other day, and we first, you know, after the dead season came the Yu-Gi-Oh dead season. No one's buying cards, yada yada. This thing hit 50 to 55s. He says, guys, pick up this card now. If you're planning to play it competitively, it's single print and goes in many extra decks. Is a broken card, and it's continuing to pan out, pushing, you know, 80s essentially. You have a couple of deals here, but it quickly goes up to 80. 3 pages only, 28 listings. We talked about this card the other day, but Sayak continues to provide that value as the demand continues to come in. Now, before we get to DD Crow, again, don't forget this set, you know, most of these cards most likely won't get reprinted until next year. So if there's cards here that you need, don't forget about them, because you forget about them, then you need them, and when you come back, you might be paying a premium for some of these cards. Just when they forget, we remember. So we have DD Crow as well. I think I might have touched base on this card recently. I don't remember, so I'll just cover it now. Don't forget you have a Starlight, you know, maybe one of the good Starlights to own, because DD Crow is not coming in the 25th Rarity Collection. The Secret Rare, I just ordered my second copy, picked one up at YCS Cancun. Then I'll just be missing my third personal copy just for me to play. I would have loved to actually invest into this card too, but it just feels pricey, man, and the price doesn't come down. You know, paying 25s, 30s for my own playset, that's fine, but an additional 30s, man, like just to invest in it, nah, man. I just invested into the cheap ultras, you know, from either Dude or Battles of Legend Crystal Revenge or Legendary Collection Kaiba. There's a bunch of options here, but don't forget, DD Crow hits the grave, and graveyard decks are coming to take over the meta once again, once AGOV and Valiant Smashers comes out. So you want to be ready. You want to have access to these cheap cards. Right now, no one cares about DD Crow. No one's using it in the current meta. Yada, yada, yada. You have this ultra rare, massively overprinted at over 200 listings. Super cheap here. A couple of deals under $1. But look at that spike. Look at even getting sales at above a billy in the last 3 months. Card, I believe, is starting an uptrend. The charts are backing up my belief. Just evidence-based, fact-based. And look, the demand is coming in. People buying LPs for $1.60. What is going on, guys? But get your crows sooner rather than later. Shout out to man, I always get mixed up. Is Cause Cake? Man, he has like 60 of these. He put it in the Discord, and thank you so much for being a channel member, which, by the way, guys, don't forget, you can come over here if you want to join, support the channel, in that way. I would gladly appreciate it, and you get access to members only's videos, you know, great videos, great content, you know, for my members only. But yeah, make sure you get your DD Crows. Then we have, guys, a couple of cards. Obviously, we've talked about Cyclone recently per se, but I wanted to touch base on this card and other ones. I played against Horus on Yugioh Pro, whatever the app, the PC app that I showed you guys. Where is it? Right here. Let me just bring it up for you guys. This one right here. Boom. It's EDO Pro. Okay, so yeah, earlier today I was just play testing Scrub Terrors, by the way, just for fun. Man, I need to do a deck profile. I added 3 Fenrirs to this, and it feels good, man. It feels good with Scrub Terrors. Leave a comment down below if you like the new edition, or if you want to see a full deck profile about this. But yeah, with that deck, I was playing against Horus with Scrub Terrors, and I was having a good time. You know, I was having a good match. Of course, I didn't have Cosmic Cyclone or none of that because I didn't side. But it was pretty interesting, the matchup. I was back and forth. Okay, you know, but then that continuous spell won them the game. Literally, just one card, one face-up continuous spell, they won. I was actually with the floodgates controlling the game, but that one spell card just made them bring back all of their monsters from the graveyard to the field. I was like, damn, like I got to feel the power of the deck before it comes out and everything, and that's very advantageous, because I was like, bro, I need back row removal. That's going to be a big part of the future meta. I believe so. We need to get ready now, because I just got pooped on today. And but again, there was no siding, and I wasn't main decking any back row removal. But that one spell, if it wasn't for that spell, I would have won. You know what I mean? But that's the ifs, right? If this, that, I would have, no excuses. But you know what I learned, and that's what I liked, you know, about that experience earlier today, is that these prices are cheap, bro. Like, these prices are cheap. Get your Cyclones, even any holographic print, even commons if you need to, but get those holographic cheap prints now. Don't let these prices spike up in value. These OTs are freemium, cheapmium, right? That's what I said last episode. Look, man, are people coming in already? Man, wait, what was the price the other day? man. I want to get these. These are, man, they're high up there in price, bro. This is gonna be a triple digi card soon. It just is. It's broken. It's gonna be broken again. Against those continuous spells and traps. But again, there's more budget options as we showed. Make sure you have access to it. MST, guys. Wow, when was the last time that Mystical Space Typhoon was a thing? Was a card? Don't forget, this is a quick play back row removal card. It's clutch. It can come in clutch. I mean, get your MST sooner rather than later. Don't let this card spike up in value. You have a bunch of holographic prints. You have the secret rares back here from Legendary Collection 3s and 4s. You have not Hobby League. Then you have the recent ultra rare reprints, but that's money. You have the DB ones as well, but there's a DT, it's not here. There's a dual terminal that just came out. Let me just see if we can see it right here. Where's the dual terminal? There's a dual terminal, not this one, but there's another dual terminal. But you can get this one as well from Duel Overload under $2. Let me see if we can get I know it was a cheap one right here. Here it is, Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. Look, 67 cents. The same thing happened with Book of Moon. If we come over here to this set, Book of Moon, this thing was free. Literally, cheap-mium. Look, this card, back then, no one cared about this card. Look, this card was 55 cents, 2 quarters a pop, and now look, making new all-time highs, clear uptrend as everyone's using this card in the meta. $2, a couple of deals here, but it's quickly goes up to $3. 43 listings for this DT from Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1. Same deal. You come to this one, everyone's like, you know, yeah, this thing, no one cares, a quarter there, and then what else? Yeah, you have a couple of, you know, 2 quarters, Walls of China, MST, no one's using that card, yada, yada, yada. You never know. This thing might cycle back into the meta as, you know, clear back row removal is going to be key against that deck. Literally, guys. You know, but Cyclone is the king because it banishes, but you use a MST at the right time, quick play spell, and it might clutch you out a victory. So if it's not that version, then make sure you get access to any of the other MST versions, and yeah, you won't regret it. Make sure you have access. Same with Typhoon. Now, this one, I like it. It could be more meta relevant because even though it's a trap, you know, you can play it from your hand if your opponent has, I think it's 2 or more spell or trap face up on the field. So yeah, don't forget, there's an ultra rare from Duel Devastator, massively reprinted there. But then you have the supers from the OTS tournament pack 1s here as well, around Billy's, and then you have these guys. Honestly, I would just go, I mean, this one, 54 listings, ultra. Some people consider the supers, the older ones, the harder to get, you know, high rarity per se, but technically these ultras, they're freemium. Look, cheap-mium there, 25. Look, that's a quarter. It gets you in. There's no excuse to not get any exposure to this card. Look at that, guys. Super cheap, guys. Cheap card right there. Cheap cardboard. Don't miss out. Take advantage. Again, target 1 face-up spell trap, destroy. If your opponent controls 2 or more spell trap and you control none, you can activate this card from your hand. It might clutch out. It might. You just never know, man. You just never know. And then the last one is Heavy Storm Duster. Going first, this card is broken. Same deal, only 4 prints. There's 3 holographics and 1 common, and same deal. You come here, Duel Devastator, just got the max rarity. Look, cheap for 33 cents. You get access to this. Target up to 2 spells and traps on the field, destroy them. You cannot conduct your battle phase this turn. You activate this card, so you set it on your turn, going first, side it in, and then on your opponent's turn, you don't care about your own battle phase, and you can pop 2 cards, 2 back rows, man. If you wait for the right time, you might clutch it out and win the game. Don't forget about it. Then we have Goes and Match. This is one that I was looking at, and if we pull it up here real quick, we can read. Each player can only control 1 attribute of monster. And the Horus cards, they were water, wind, this, that, and dark, light, I think. And I'm like, man. Yo, so Goes and Match might be a good floodgate against that deck the other day. Don't forget, there's only 5 prints of this card recently with Mama, still holding value at under 50 listings. We talked about this card the other day. Even all versions are above 2 billies. Just come in here, get the max rarity from Mama. You won't regret it. This is going to be minimum 5 billies down the road. You never know. Might have reached double digits. I doubt it, but you just never know, man. You don't. Only 5 prints, and this card, they have different attributes. I noticed that today, and that's all key information. You know, you flip this, you lock down the field, and that gives you hope because they bring out all those monsters from the graveyard. You want to be ready. I really like Goals and Match from Mammoth. Let's check the price real quick. As you can see, it's not as easy to get. Clean this up janitor style. We do see here you have a 3 of right there, but then after that it's hard. Look at the shipping and this and that. If we click verified sellers, look, card quickly goes up to 5 billies quickly, guys. 2 pages only. This is going for double digits, guys. It is, man. So make sure you come in, you get your cards now. Don't be paying a premium down the line. Link in the description down below, guys. Make sure you check out the Semi-Limited podcast. However, they invited me over. Great episodes in our very own podcast. Make sure you guys check that out. Don't forget the short form content platforms here. The Discord, over 150 people that continues to grow. Don't miss out. If you already have a Discord, you click right here and you join. It can't hurt you. You know, big happy family over there. We'll take care of you. Then don't forget about our Yugioh fresh off the press pop-up merch store. Again, guys, I'm going to always promote our own products, our own brand, things of that nature, because I want you guys, if you want a piece of the community, you can come over here, especially the t-shirt here that looks like a jersey. You know, it's pretty nice. And then obviously the main shirt, if you want to represent, you know, if you want to drink that coffee early in the morning while you watch my videos, as some of you guys say, make sure you swing by, pick up some product, and you help the channel while receiving that, you know, to your home. Guys, don't forget to destroy the subscribe and like button. If you're on the phone, flip that vertical. Make sure you click that subscribe, as it really does help out the channel, and it allows you to participate in our giveaway to stay informed about podcast episodes and live stream information. And yeah, the giveaway, look, 2.4K is around the corner, and then 2.5K, boom, giveaway 3 megatons. And then we're gonna have another giveaway at 3K. But more information, you know, after we get done with the first one coming down the line. So stay tuned, guys. And none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Continue to show me the cardboard, Jay. I wanted to tell you guys the Crimson King structure deck, guys, this is spiking up in value. Look, just like the cards itself. Look, used to be what, 10 billies, single digits, nine something, and now it's pushing up to $14 a pop. 36 listings here. Wow. I mean, at least in TCG Player, you can go to your local Walmart or store, you know, and things of that nature and get access to this. But wow, almost pushing 14s. That demand is spiking up. So yeah, I mean, when you look at inside, you know, you look inside here, I don't really see the value per se. You know, a couple of bucks here for these cards, and you know, common extravagance, who cares about that? You know, Chupacabra is a good one. We're gonna talk about it, but yeah, I don't really see Edison Battle Fader, I guess, but I don't see too much value in here. You know what I mean? So maybe it's me, or who knows? But yeah, everyone's king. I really like this card. It's an ultra rare. I want to get an RO9 of this at the bare minimum. Why? It's not as an investment or value, but I think I heard that it's like the first human Yu-Gi-Oh card ever. Like, there's never been like humans on Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something, and this is the perfect way to introduce that into Yu-Gi-Oh after 25 years. It's just lovely. I love the anime, how it looks, the artwork, and you know what it represents, the people there and the kid and everything. I really like this card. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know if you guys can relate, but and I like the description, everything. Look, human, guys. I never seen a card that said human, so you never know, we might get a human archetype down the line, and who knows, maybe it needs this card as it being the first one. Maybe it gets hard to get or something. Of course, I mean, there's usually massive walls when, you know, with structured decks by the big stores and things of that nature, so he'll be readily available. But that makes me happy. I wanted to continue maybe 2 quarters a pop or under, so I can get my RO9 and just be happy. Really like how this card looks. As you see, guys, not always about the meta, but I want to collect this card as a casual collector. I just love how it looks. And yeah, then we have Chupacabra. Guys, look, when you see a common that is quarters, all these this card was extremely hard to get, guys. And you know, even this common from another structured deck was 3, 4, 5 billies. What do you think is going to happen to this one once it dries up? So me, I'm going to be looking at this hard. I'm going to be looking at this common. I mean, who knows? Maybe these 3s fall into this one now if this applies too much, but I want exposure to this card even as a common, because still, even with the latest reprint, only 4 prints for this card that is heavily used in Dark World decks and many other deck types and archetypes. So make sure you keep this one in mind from the structured deck. If you pull it, don't just throw it in common bulk. Don't just forget about it. Make sure that you understand the value that you have access to. Now, a couple of calls. Shout out to Chris once again. He was like, Jay, you need to cover a couple of cards that you made on the channel, just 2 or 3, you know, just a couple that he mentioned. I'm like, it's true. We have Soundproof from Extreme Victory. This is shout out to PBL. He was the one that talked about this card over a month ago. And we came in and we bought this card out up to 5 billies, but now it's back down to dollars here, to billies, with massive walls of China here. But after these 100 copies get cleaned up, card does start going up once again. I mean, it is a lot of copies, but you see it goes to 2s and then eventually continue. A lot of walls along the way, 23 listings only. But look, some people still buying up the card. Not enough demand, but still, don't forget, now with this structure deck out that we just talked about, again, synchro summoning, you never know if they come in, take over the meta. If it does, then this card, you know, definitely could find its value as a single print from Extreme Victory, especially the first editions. Then we have Courageous Crimson Cavalier Bradamante, man. Shout out to Latif. You know, he's always saying he's buying 1 million cards every time new sets come out and everything. And by the way, I think I'm gonna have him on a Fresh Friday feature, because I want to just start by having members on Fresh Friday feature. But before we made that decision, I told Latif I might have him on, so we'll see. I'll see if I can get that done. But in the meantime, this is his pick. He said he bought more than 1,000 copies of this man. You're gonna make me take a flight up there to New York and verify that for the community. Just put a picture out there or something. 1,000 copies of Bradamante. This card used to pumped up to almost $1.80, and now back down to 44 cents, and now it's stabilizing here. So yeah, I mean, you see a couple of 1-of 6s here. Where are the massive walls? Let's see. You know, have a wall 19, 18, but okay, so you see 71 cents is where you have that massive wall of China there by Gamer's Choice GC. We're over 640 copies over that amount. Look, 648, that's crazy. Insane. Only 7 pages. I mean, it seems like a lot, but only 67 listings. So yeah, I mean, let's see. You see, the demand is here for this card. I like it. People buying 6-ofs, RO9s, and everything. I like it. I personally have like 50 of these. I'm just sitting on them. Single print from Battles of Legend Monsters Revenge is the Year of Fire. It's a warrior tuner. You never know if Infernoble Knights make a comeback or some other decks finds a way to use this. I like the effect. I expose myself at cheap prices around, like, I don't know, 30, 40 cents, whatever. And we live to fight another day. But shout out to Latif, you know, and we mentioned this, you know, when the set came out, we were talking about this card every other day. So just wanted to provide an update on that one. And then the last one is Red Eye Soul, the last out of the 3 that I talked about this. I said, guys, for Maze of Memories as a rare, for a Red Eyes card, Red Eye Soul, obviously, just get your copies. And you see, you have a wall of 36 here at 37 cents, but then it quickly goes up to 50 cents. Again, you see the spike in demand, the spike in value. When you start getting sales at 50 cents and the card is really worth, you know, 37 cents, that means the demand is coming in. Excuse me, you know, people don't care about the price. And Red Eyes is a Red Eyes card, single print. When do you guys think this will get reprinted? You never know. But if it doesn't, as a rare, I could see this being at over $1 billion. As we said, when we first started talking about the card down here, you can see there's people coming in. The card has its demand, multiple sales per day. And I still like this one. I don't know if it's an R9 or whatever. I think so. You know, I want to get more, because $1 gets you a playset in essence. You can't go wrong with that, honestly. Still 145 listings, so there's a lot there going on, and probably a lot of walls of China before you get to the Billy mark. But again, this is the long term. Patience wins this game. You get this now, you forget you even have it. Then when Jay talks about it again at over $1 billion, does a fresh off the flashback or whatever, then you're like, man, I got a couple of extra shekels here, you know, to trade or to sell or to live to fight another day. Then the last couple of cards I want to touch on is Legendary Duelist Soul Burning Volcano. This set came out, no one cares about it, no one's talking about it, everyone forgot about these cards except the 2 or 3 kids in your locals that play Salad Boys, you know what I mean? But yeah, it never hurts to double check. This card used to be a 50 Billy card. Look, just going parabolic, making new all-time highs at the 70 Billy mark, quickly goes to 75, 2 pages only, almost single-digit listings with 12 right there. The demand is skyrocketing for this card. Wow, just spiking up strong, guys. As a ghost rare, it looks beautiful. I mean, if I would be playing Salomon Greats, this is the version of the card that I would want to be playing. Same for Salomon Great of Fire. You know, we had the bump up, then the retracement down to the mean, then we had the second leg up, you know, then we retrace again, and now we might have a third leg up. So just watch this price like a hawk. If it pierces 25 bucks, Again, it might push on to 30s and have that third leg up, as we sometimes, it's not usual, but sometimes based on just supply and demand economics, you have those situations where they happen, you know. And right now it's 23 billies, quickly pushes 25s in the first page, only 3 pages, 30 listings. The demand, look, people coming in just grabbing their play sets. Wow, look at all these sales, they just don't care. Wow, this card has a lot of demand. People want to play this deck, and especially obviously this card. And yeah, the demand is crazy. This card used to be worth 7 billies when we first covered it, just straight insanity. Yeah, if it pierces 25s, we expect 30s easily, and a new all-time high for this card. Then we have Salomon Great Raging Phoenix. This is another one. Wow, used to be 6 billies. Look at that spike. It feels like someone just drew it, you know, like drew. Yeah, these charts sometimes just crazy. Went from 6 billy to 14s, more than 100% increase in the last couple of weeks. Insane, you know. Quickly goes up to 15s, only 3 pages, 21 billies. And we said it when we first covered this set. We said, guys, these cards are extremely hard to get. No one is cracking these packs open, and the demand is going to be coming in, and it's nice to see it, you know, play out exactly as we predicted, at least with these cards. And the last one is Volcanic Trooper. Again, Volcanics received support in this set. This is one that continues to make all-time lows, but I wanted to mention, same deal, just keep it in your radar. A card that could be 4 or 5 billies today can quickly double up and become, you know, a double-digit priced card in no time, as you saw with the previous 2 examples. Almost under 50 listings here. Look at the demand. People are coming in and getting their copies, so make sure that you keep this card in your radar. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's content. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about today's episode? You know, we continue to pump out content daily. I'm just so glad that you guys continue to find value in our content, in our channel, and just all the beautiful uplifting comments you guys leave, man. You guys are just, man, you're amazing. Honestly, what a community, man, that we're building here. Makes me truly happy. That's my purpose in life, you know, to give back and make you guys have positive vibes, positive energy, just have a good time. And that's what we're here for, guys. So if you made it this far out into the video, you guys continue to be a straight MVP. Thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. Stay fresh.